Hey gang, this is one of my favorite tricks, especially to do with my kids. It always makes an impression and makes a big kid out of even the oldest person. It's Shrink a Dink. I know. Do you remember it? It was on all the commercials when we were kids, and you can find it at almost any size, any craft and supply store. You can find it shrink film, Shrink a Dink, you name it. Shrink a Dink's just a name, but shrink film. And it's fun to do. I made bookmarks with these. I also accompanied it with this fun card that I made using transparency film acetate. I folded it in half, used the StazOn ink just like I'm going to do with the transparency, and it made that continued look. Shrink film comes in different kinds, comes in gray and black and colors. You can take it here and stamp straight down using StazOn. If you want to color it, you can always color it in with watercolor pencils. Before you shrink it, you would just simply need to follow the instructions about roughing it up. It actually has you sand it down so that that will adhere on. This is clear Shrink a Dink shrink film and black StazOn ink. And I'm going to cut it out so that I can get closer to it because the Shrink a Dink's a little bit firmer. It kind of is resistant to it. And I would probably go in with a little bit more detail, but right now we're just going to go around the general area of it, and then I'm going to cut above it so that I have room for my hole, because if you're going to thread it on anything, you have to have punched the hole beforehand. There you go. And then I take the larger hole punch with our crocodile that we sell through Stampin' Up, punch a hole right in the top. It's nice and large so that when it shrinks down, you can actually thread it on something. So here, I just take our heat gun. A lot of people like to do it in ovens or toaster ovens or whatever, but I enjoy this effect. Take a tool to hold it kind of in the middle, firmly, but not too firm. Then I use my heat gun, and you think it's gonna get ruined the way it goes. I hold it at a 45-degree angle, and it curls in upon itself. Kind of freaky when you're watching it. You're thinking you're ruining the project, but you're really not. By simply keeping your tool on it, it helps it to flatten itself out as it heats evenly all around the edges. Use the tool, I kind of do that with it there, ironing it out with our tweezers. Never ever hold an image while you're heating it with the heat gun. It's way too hot. And then you can take the back of the stamp while it's still hot, press it down here, and then you have a heated flat charm that's shiny and pretty. And you can do numerous things. You can make a necklace out of this, a pair of earrings, you can make a bookmark, and you can finish it off, and they'll always have something to remind you by. Now, if you have any questions or want to learn any techniques, just contact me via my blog, and I'll be glad to demo it for you online. Have a rockin' day. Bye!